Alrighty, what is going on, guys? We are here today to go over all the assault rifles and rank them from worst to best. I did recently get diamond assault rifles. If you want to go watch that, it will be in a playlist down below called the, I think it's Black Ops 4 Dark Matter Grind, whatever the hell it should be called. We did just recently get them all golded out, all diamond now. So I'm going to go over from worst to best, starting at number 5, because there's only 5, with the KN. I'm going to give you guys a quick little class setup. KN is one of those guns for me where it just doesn't, it's good, it's like, okay, it's a good gun, but it's not as good as the other assault rifles. This is what I'm talking about, okay? KN, decently okay fire rate. It's pretty average across the board, you guys could see. Normal recoil, decently, it's actually kind of got a slow fire rate, doesn't do too much. Has a decent 3-shot and 4-shot range. To improve all that, I put rapid fire just to make sure that you could kill quicker up close. Stock because it's good on every gun, honestly. And then grip, just because it can control the recoil so you can challenge some things. The problem I have with KN, decent gun, can't challenge the Rampart or the Maddox up close, can't challenge the Vapor or the ICR from far. Obviously, you just run the same normal 3 perks. This is going to be the same with all 3. Dead Silence because I hate hearing my own footsteps. I like hearing the enemies. Lightweight because I'm a super aggressive player. I like to be in their face and aggressive. And then Tac Mask because I hate 9 bangs, hate razor wire, hate everything that it has to do, that Tac Mask basically blocks. So that's why I run that. And then we also got Stim Shot just because you need it to succeed in this game. Like, you seriously need it. And then we also have the primary Gunfighter 1 just so you can get your stock grip and rapid fire. You don't need to run an optic on this class, which is good. And if you want, you could run a secondary like the Mazu if you really want to, because you have one open spot, which I would recommend running the Mazu with because it'll challenge better up close than the KN will. Moving on to number 4, still in the kind of low tier assault rifles here, we got the Rampart 17, which if you guys watched my video on it, you understood how much I criticized this thing. I didn't really enjoy it too much. For one, it doesn't have the ELO sight, which is one of the things that it really bugs me because the iron sights on this gun aren't that good to me. The attachments on it, really lackluster. You can't run quick draw or stock, which just instantly depletes it. You could even argue that this thing should be lower. I run high caliber and high caliber too because you basically are going to need that up close and personal headshot slash chest shot grip, because this thing has a super high recoil, highest recoil of any gun in the assault rifle class, and doesn't really shoot that fast for how quick it is. If you look at the stats, they're worse than the KNs. Personally, I like it more because it's a better gun for being up close. You're going to melt people a lot more. And if you use this thing to its best abilities, it can be pretty decent. It's really just not, in my opinion. So put it down here because it doesn't have ELO, can't challenge anything at long range, and it gets beat out by the Maddox at close range. So you're really only going to have a good chance at that medium to short range thing where you're going to be able to beat the KN, and you're not going to have to challenge too many ICRs. Moving on now here, the bottom 3 are all amazing guns. You have a tough time rating these 3. You could argue any one of them is better than the other. All 3 of the ICR, Maddox, or Vapor could be 1, 2, and 3 in any particular order. But for me personally, I'm going to put the Vapor XKG at number 3 on the list. Very great gun. The only things holding it back really are the iron sights and its slow rate of fire. It's not going to beat the Rampart or the Maddox up close, and it's not going to be able to beat the ICR at long range, but it will be able to challenge it pretty decently if you hit a couple of headshots. I like to run rapid fire, high caliber, and stock. I don't run stock 2 just because I don't really, I should use it, but it's too much for everything. You could take out high caliber and run the stock 2, but I wouldn't recommend it. You're going to be able to use all 10 with this because the iron sights on this gun are straight trash, so you're going to have to use ELO, rapid fire just for those close range engagements, and try to beat out the Maddox and the other gun, whatever the hell it's called, the Rampart. Highly unlikely though unless you hit a headshot. If you hit headshots, you're going to have a good time with this gun. If you're going to be able to aim for the upper body, you should do pretty good. And then stock, you'll be able to strafe pretty good with. It's a great gun. It's just hard to vouch for it when its rate of fire is a little bit lacking for its category. But great gun if you ever want to go for streaks. I've played a couple guys that are really good with it. Fun to use, fun to pub stomp with. So great gun. Give it a try. Next up on the list at number 2, this is where it gets really, really shaky because to me, these guns could flip-flop anyway depending on how you play. If you want to play aggressive, you use the Maddox. If you want to play passive, go for streaks, maybe a nuked out, you use the ICR. But for me, the second place spot is going to go to the Maddox simply because the really, it's just the ICR's a laser, guys. There's nothing holding this gun back. It's an amazing gun. Up close, very good. It's going to be able to melt everybody. I think it's the best up close assault rifle. And long range, I think it can challenge the Vapor. I don't think it could beat the ICR, but it definitely challenges the Vapor right there. They're about the same. Once again, the iron sights on this gun, they're not terrible. They're one of the better ones, but I personally don't like them, so I do run ELO sight on this thing. And then I run quick draw 2, and stock. That's another thing holding this gun back, is that the attachments really aren't anything. You don't get access to rapid fire or high caliber. Fast mags 2 is really good if you really want to use it over quick draw 2. I don't recommend that, because quick draw, if you're going to be up close and personal in these guys' faces, you really should be running quick draw and quick draw 2. The laser sight, obviously, you don't need, because everything else is just a better option. You're not going to have to run a secondary, because you will be able to challenge up close and long range. If you play around this map, guys, if you play around this gun, I mean, you'll be able to destroy anybody. I actually have my best ever KD with this gun. I mean, not KD, my best ever kills in TDM, which is 42. I got it a couple hours ago, actually. Love this gun. Nothing wrong to say about it. It's amazing. You'll have a fun time using it. You'll be able to pub stomp, do your thing, kill everybody. Great gun. I highly recommend it. As you guys all expected, though, coming in at the '1 spot is the ICR-7. Big step up from Black Ops 3. It was okay in Black Ops 3. It was known as the laser gun still, but not nearly the laser this thing is. Looking at the stats, dude, they're just high except for damage, but really, it doesn't matter, because you hit one headshot, you're hitting all 3 headshots. So, ridiculously good. You rock grip 2. There's virtually 0 recoil. There literally isn't recoil, and you get no weapon kick. Running quick draw just in case you do have to get beat in that long range engagement. You will be any gun from long range. You'll be LMGs. If a sniper misses a shot, you should be able to hit it. Literally, if you have thumbs, if you have any thumbs, you're going to have a good time with this gun. It just destroys. 0 recoil across the board. Decent good fire rate. Pretty good damage. The only thing holding it back really is that it does not have the ELO sight, because if it did, it'd probably be even more of a laser, but the reflex works just fine. The iron sights are really good on the gun if you want to use those. I'll give you, okay, you kind of see them. Really, it's the standard 2x2 with a 1 thing in the middle. So you don't need to rock secondary, just because it's decent enough at long range if you play around it. If you literally just play long lines of sight, you're gonna have an amazing time with this thing. Long shots, super easy with this gun. Everything is amazing. You will be able to absolutely destroy. If this wasn't the first gun I ever used, I'm sure I'd have my highest kill game with it. But unfortunately, I don't, because it was the first gun I used, first gun in Black Ops that people get access to. So yeah, it's a really great gun. I highly recommend using it if you're wanting to pub stomp. You'll see all the pros using it in SND. And this and the Maddox, man, they go hand in hand. They're really great guns. If you want to rock overkill with them, I wouldn't do it. But if you really want to, you got close range and long range. So, yeah, that was my top 5 assault rifles. Going back down the list, we got the KN, Rampart, Vapor, Maddox, and the ICR-7. ICR-7 taking it home. I think at the end of this, when I get Dark Matter, I'm going to do my top 5 guns. And it should be pretty fun, guys. So if you did enjoy, please hit the like button down below. Let me know that you guys are enjoying this series just as much as I am. The top 5s are going to keep coming. Next top 5 will probably be top 5 specialist issues, and then we'll have top 5 SMGs, because I'm working on getting those all golded out in diamond. You guys will be able to see those in my YouTube channel and my YouTube playlist called Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Dark Matter Grind. Should be having a fun time. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm going to keep uploading. Hopefully you guys keep watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.